AskReddit by Unknowns 96. What do women do that men would never think about? You know those medical procedures where you have to totally refrain from liquids and you go in as dehydrated as SpongeBob in Sandy's dome? Okay. Now you have to give a urine sample to prove you're not pregnant. I had to have an emergency surgery. They asked if I could be pregnant and I said no, I don't currently have a partner and just had my period. They still were like, "K, we need you to pee in a cup." I walked into the hospital after driving myself from urgent care because you need to go right now. They didn't even fully admit me because urgent care called ahead. I walked in and they were like, they want her in surgery. But, you know, pee in this cup first. I had gone to urgent care because I hadn't been able to keep anything down, even water, for 24 hours. Good news is the surgeon got my appendix out before it burst. She said it had been really cooking for a while. Have specific underwear for periods. I have the granny stuff panties that I make sure are ready to go for that special time of month. Otherwise, they never see the light of day. Can I just use this as an opportunity to wholeheartedly recommend period pants? I'm early 30s and just got some, and oh my god, the security. Not enough on their own as I'm an Olympic menstruator, but much more reassuring than granny panties. Checking the seat on those special leak days. Patting my bum every time I stand up for 3 minutes straight as discreetly as I can. Not very. Panic when they sneeze during their period. OMG. Ever since I had my kid, anytime I sneeze when I am standing, especially when on my period, I cross my legs, then sneeze into an elbow. My so copied me recently to show me how much it looks like a dance move, lol. So I guess I know how to dance now. What to wear based on menstrual cycle. No white trousers, for example, not like those stupid tampon ads. We plan for hair wash day. Yes. My son didn't know this was a thing until his sister started doing it too. He legit says it's Wednesday. Her hair washing day. Pack very specific bras for a trip based on the outfits you plan to wear. Many tops dresses require very different bras. Strap thickness, strap configuration, for example standard, crossback, halter, strapless, color, if the straps may be visible or shirt is somewhat see-through, and how high up the cups and amp band connecting the cups go, for lower necklines, all come into play. Me and my one bra. Pregnancy scares even if you don't have a BF. That when we fart sometimes it rolls up your vagina. Exit through the gift shop. Smell my vaginal discharge to check if anything's wrong. I as a man will rub between my dick and balls or the underside of either one for a smell test. Not sure if this is a woman thing, but carrying extra feminine products in case someone needs it, or starting early. I never carried enough. Trying to check if their boob fell out of their bra without anyone knowing. Some men also try to check if your boob fell out of your bra without anyone knowing. Share their location with their friends. When my oldest daughter got old enough to start talking about moving out, one reason she wanted to was so she wouldn't have to tell someone where she was going. I sat her down and was like, "Listen. You're old enough now that you don't have to tell us where you're going, but please, tell someone. Every time you leave the house. When you get roommates, tell them where you're going. When they are leaving, ask they where they are going." Nothing bad can come from it, but plenty bad can come from not telling someone. That if we don't wanna continue interacting with you anymore, 90% of the time it's not about your looks. As a straight guy, the amount of times I've tried to explain this to my straight guy friends is infuriating. I can't imagine what it must be like for you gals. The most cut through I've had has come from explaining that making her feel comfortable around you is literally a win-win. If she feels comfortable and kinda fancies you, then you've probably got yourself a date. And if she feels comfortable but doesn't fancy you, then all you've done is made someone feel good, and that's not a bad thing by any means. Not washing your favorite bra. That we will pack 10 plus, conservatively, pairs of underwear for a 3-day trip. And that's when we are not on our period. Honest question, is this something guys don't normally do? As a guy, I always push extra clothes including underwear. Not that I expect to shit myself every day or anything, but if I sweat my ass off, get caught in the rain or whatever, I want to have backups so I'm not soaked or dirty all day. Ask friends to call you if you don't text them by midnight after a first date. Put sunscreen on your cleavage. Or sunscreen in general. Wonder where their period is if it's not on time. Making sure they are stocked with pads or tampons in their purse or whatever they take. Just in case. That monthly panic. Even if I didn't have sex, wasted so many pregnancy tests due to my uncontrolled anxiety. Start a hair collection on the shower wall. The shower wall cinnamon roll. Knowing the supply status of everything in the house. Multiple orgasms. Sometimes I get real down about the way society treats me just because of what sex my body is, and then I realize that I'm capable of having multiple earth-shattering orgasms in a row, and then I'm okay again. Hesitate to go to our car when a mysterious van parks directly next to you despite an empty parking lot. Also, getting in on the passenger side and locking the door immediately to avoid getting snatched. I, a woman, used to teach self-defense to women, and awareness and strategic thinking were giant parts of the class. I always told my students to never park next to a van or the card return areas. I would advise them that if they came out of the store and there was a van next to their car, they needed to enter it from the non-van side and immediately lock the doors. Don't park next to the card return because you never want anyone walking toward you. Don't give a bad guy the chance to get close to you. It's such a bummer that women need to be in a heightened state of awareness whenever they leave the safety of their own home. Exfoliate the bottoms of the feet. Exfoliate in general. The amount of guys I know who only use their hands to wash themselves in the shower is insane. I know many women who do this too, but with men it's a higher proportion. I saw a clip of some guy saying poor people use washcloths to clean themselves. Sir? I have found that using an African net sponge or Turkish hammam gloves has made the skin on my whole body look and feel so much better. Past partners have complimented me on having the softest and clearest skin they've ever touched. Exfoliation is so important, but it's key not to overdo it. Lock the car doors the second we get in. I do too. I'm a man, though in my case it's anxiety.